Juan mag-isa. Magpapalakas siya, kumbaga. So, kada Lord na kada kuha nyo ay lumalakas.
Kaya naman hindi lang basta pagkuha ng Lord ang kailangan mong konsiderahin. There is of course the damage, the execution spell, and also the positioning. All of which that results to you in taking the Lord, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, after the Lord has been slain, you can have the Lord fight for you na nga. Wherein you can encash and of course lead your team to victory.
Bibigyan kita ng example, Kuya Shin, ng isang napakagandang play na ginawa dito ng Sunsparks laban sa Onyx sa Grand Finals ng Mpl Season 5. Kakabuhay lang ni Grid dito at kinukuha na ni Mpl-Ph ng mga kampi niya, yung Lord, tapos gusto nang i-contest ng Onyx. Pansinin natin na nandito si kaibigang Wise sa base at alam nila na lugi ang Onyx dito. Pero titignan natin dito dahil polado na si Mpl-Ph, si Grid, sinubukan niyang kunin si Dilar actually. Pero kung titignan mo si Grid, guys, ayan, kung nakikita niya kulay pula, nag-decide siya na wag na lang natin kunin yung Lord. Psychoin na lang natin yung kalaban and let's play mind games with the Lord. Dahil kung mapapansin nyo, mag-zoom in yung camera dito sa base and kinuha na ni Grid yung opportunity dahil alam niyang naglo-Lord yung mga kalaban niya. Sabi niya, why not tapusin ko na lang since nasa Lord sila. So, with that in mind, one thing to take note sa nangyaring play na yon ay ang Lord ko ay hindi lang basta-basta pwede mong makunin, pwede mo rin siyang gawing bait or pwede ka mag-strategize ng kahit anuman sa pagkuha ng Lord. Ganon yun kaimportante. Hindi yun mangyayari, hindi mangyayari ang victory ng Sunsparks kung wala yung Lord attempt na kinuha nila.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The very basics of information pagdating sa Sanctuary Lord and of course sa mga advanced tactics that revolves around the Lord of Fight. I am Shibu, the one for an eye.
At ako naman si Manjin. At kami, ang Manjin Bu Tandem. I hope na magamit nyo yung mga strategies na yan sa mga future rank games nyo o sa mga normal games nyo lang. Once again, this is the MPL Meta.
Magandang gabi mga kababayan, and of course, ako inyong anchor, Shibu the one for an eye, kasama syempre ang aking analyst, of course, Rob Luna. And of course, we welcome you sa unang araw ng unang linggo of the regular season of the Mpl-Ph Season 6. Of course, with our sponsor. Maraming salamat syempre to our official telco partner that is Smart. Forge stronger bonds with your teams as you conquer the battlefield with Smart Giga Games. Enjoy 1 GB games all day for Mobile Legends, Facebook gaming, and more. Dial *123# and choose Giga Games 99. We got our official sponsors as well. Realme, mga kaibigan, Realme is celebrating their first Realme Fan Fest and #Dare to be Realme campaign. Of course, visit their official page at facebook.com/Realme Philippines to know more. Our official sponsor would be Gillette. Get up to 50 diamonds with every purchase of Gillette's Mac 3 Razor, Vector 3 Razor, or Blue 3 Simple 4S pack in select pure doors nationwide. Hashtag Give the Day with Gillette.
And of course, our partner in esports, PayMaya, get 7% balikbayad when you purchase your gaming pins via PayMaya, the better way to pay. Promo runs up until August 31. Partner in esports TikTok and also search MLBB on TikTok to win premium skins. I-search ang MLBB sa TikTok para manalo ka premium skins. And of course, our official gaming headset partner, Logitech G, here like a pro. And of course, this event is organized by Moonton. And for tonight, our second series is gonna be very, very hype. Shade, NXP versus Blue Fire. Anong nostra mo dito?
Oo, no? Kumbaga, reigniting the blaze. Malaking tanungan para sa Blue Fire, whereas ito na yata yung team na napakakonti ng doubt ng mga tao. The next play, mga kaibigan, from expectations on the game, this is gonna be watch as always kasi nandito yung next play. And the clear underdog dito, interestingly, despite next play being the newer team in the MPL, is a Blue Fire. There are a lot of questions going on around the Blue Fire. Malaki rin yung formation na ginawa nila since the rebuild na ginawa nila for their roster coming in from Season 5 as they head on to this Season 6. But for me, I would agree then with the fans. Even me, first impressions lang, I think next play is the parang dito, nasa upper tier, no? And the challenger would be of Blue Fire. But the best part about MPL is, of course, getting proven wrong. Diba? Getting proven wrong, and let's just see the game unfold in front of your face. What about you, Rob? Any quick na lang? Any quick impression for this?
For this match, kasi yung NXP Solid, we've been seeing it even on other tournaments, and grabe din yung ginawa nila during their main qualifiers. Talagang sobrang linis ng mga nagiging laro ng NXP Solid all throughout, even any other game that they have. Still, for Blue Fire, we have still to gauge kung ano yung mga talagang pwede na. Kasi, if I'm not mistaken, they haven't had any online tournaments na sinalihan.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Blue Fire, silipin natin ang kwento ng Blue Fire with this video.
Unleash the heat!
Halos po lahat ng kaklase ko po na naglalaro na po ng Mobile Legends. Nakisali na din po ako, tapos pinagtatalo ko po sila.
Umulas kami sa dati naming sponsor para umanap ng mas better opportunities.
At first, nagkaroon kami ng sobrang daming struggle kasi ang daming offer. Sa lahat ng napili namin, ito yung pinaka-okay na opportunity. After last season ng MPL, lagi ko sa nakakalang rank game. O sakto yung role na tang support is kulang.
Nakakalaro ko po sila sa rank game, tapos ang lakas ko daw. Kaya kinuha nila ako.
Panindigan mo yan, ha?
Nung una wala talaga akong team nung pagtapos ng Mpl Season 5. Kinuha naman nila ako kaya naging kompleto yung roster.
Ngayon, pabigat na rin ako sa team ko.
For the Blue Fire Squad, ladies and gentlemen, pinungunahan ito ni Secret, Chu, Unseen, Creepsu, Fuzaken, and of course, the new kid on the block. Of course, that's gonna be Lims. An addition to this lineup, of course, we've been the rest, the 5 roster dito was actually been playing for the MPL for the current or for the previous season, and the only one we have to see what he has to take here, and of course, that's gonna be Lims.
Yeah, and accounting for these teams, makikita talaga yung KDA rate nila relatively low talaga compared to other teams, just based off mula doon sa previous season's performance nila. That's why there it's no surprise that there is a lot of question against this team. Although this is still an MPL caliber team. Now, being that ang pinakamataas pang KDA rate would be Opuzaken. As he is from a different team because he's the one who got drafted in for this lineup. Nakita niyo naman din sa interview na sinabi nga ni Fuzaken na wala siyang team pagpasok ng MPL Season 6, and doon nga din nadagdag si Fuzaken para dito sa Blue Fire lineup. The biggest question dito is how the roles will be established right now, for the meta. So, malalaman natin yan. Lalo pa ang ganda ng challenge na nakaabang sa kanila because they will be facing none other than the NXP lineup, mga kaibigan, na binubuo siyempre nila Chester, MB, H2O, Renny J, Yawi, and Gymnast. Without doubt, all names very easy to recall, no?
Yes. Oo naman. Kumbaga each and every one of these players is talagang tumatatak even on online, even on their streams, talagang ramdam na ramdam mo this. Every one of them has a very solid fan base.
Yeah, and yun din, hindi natin nagawa yung wala tayong origins clip for NXP for the reason that this is the team that came in through the qualifiers along with Signatra. So para sila actually ni Signal Ultra na wala tayong origins. But the best part about this lineup, kilalang kilala sila
Oo.
ng mga tao. Ang dami nilang video actually outside of MPL. So no surprise on that part, even just from the testimonies of the fans. Makikilala mo na kaagad itong team na to. And there you have it, guys. No, next play versus Blue Fire, and everyone is looking forward on how this match will unfold. Hindi na natin kayo bibitinin. Let's set up the first impressions of this game, the numbers to crunch, as we pass it on syempre sa ating resident analyst that is Movecast. Magbabalik po kami for MPL Season 6.
Thank you so much sa ating mga casters. You know what? We want badly to see it and to present you with stats and numbers of both of these teams. Unfortunately, we will not have it. Dahil, technically speaking, this is a new flavor para sa MPL from the past seasons. Why? Because of the fact that NXP came from the open qualifiers, so there's not a lot of stats actually. There's not even a stat line that we can depend on when we are talking about next play Predator. That's also applicable para sa Blue Fire, which is weird because Blue Fire is a team that composed of 5 players that came from the last season. Pero wala tayong stats pa from them together. So honestly, there's nothing much to talk about this team. What I did ask isa sa mga players nila, which is Fuzaken, and what he did say, para ma-hype din yung mga viewers natin about Blue Fire, is abangan nyo na lang at manood sa kanila because they are prepared with a lot of strategies to defeat everyone that they are gonna face. Which is interesting because we saw next play, they also mentioned something similar na dudurugin, gusto nilang durugin, gusto nilang kaharapin kahit sino sa MPL and they will perform like they aren't new in the scene, which is great. This is 2 teams na pwede nating abangan coming in to this series as teams that are so, sabihin natin, I guess yung term is gigil para patunayan yung sarili nila. Let's talk about next play very quickly. This team is, I think I mentioned ng ating mga casters na this team is already known in the scene, which is totoo naman dahil kilala sila ng one of the biggest fan base, I would say, for MPL Season 6. Kung may numbers man sila na proven and tested numbers yon ng army na sumusunod sa kanila because that's how big their fan base is. And I'm sure that next play, as a team, they will not, hindi nila hayaan na mapahiya sila sa harap ng kanilang mga fans. And they will prove today, MPL Season 6, that they are really belonging in this in this league that we have. Interestingly, however, bakit yung next play pa, yung parang natatansya natin na mas mananalo dito sa matchup versus Blue Fire? Bakit ganon ang pulso ng masa? Why is it that when we look at this matchup, we felt that Blue Fire is sila pa yung underdog dito? Well, the only answer is because we haven't seen much of this team. And a little bit of confidence boost para sa mga fans ng Blue Fire dyan. They did mention that they are so prepared about MPL Season 6 and it's gonna be interesting. With this, I just wanna leave one thing na pwede natin pag-isipan. Hindi natin kasi pwedeng i-base yung fact na wala pang performance at hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na mahina tong team na to dahil yung mga players nang galing sa mahinang team from the previous season, we cannot say that because they are from a losing streak. But maybe because now they ganged up together as friends, magkakakilala, they know each other, maybe they can show us something that will prove us wrong. And that's one thing that we can be excited about in this matchup. Mga kaibigan, we're gonna be heading back to the casters for the series between Next Play and Blue Fire. Back to you guys.
Ang kulit nung shoutcasting team ng MPL, no? Laging sinasabi, it's always exciting to be proven wrong. Kasi yun talaga it's the mindset here is that's the beauty. That's where the true beauty of MPL lies, on the things that you don't know. And let it unfold onto you, and you're very much willing to actually embrace it. And Yun na. So ngayon, what is established is that the challenge is Blue Fire XP. Pero tama si Wolfe, mahirap magsabi ng ganon. Ang tanging magandang basehan is of the games. Let the games unfold for themselves. Now, we are nearly heading into the draft, aking analyst. So, Rob, what do you think? How will this unfold, like, based on your first impressions lang muna for this, for these teams?
Siguro balikan ko siguro yung sinabi ni Wolf na we could, hindi natin pwedeng i-attest ang isang team just based on the results nila nung previous season kasi there's a lot of things could happen during the
Off-season.
Off-season na papasok nitong MPL Season 6. Siguro, one good thing, kaya nagkakaroon ng impression that NXP Solid could have the upper hand para dito sa series na to is because the roster itself, kasi kung titignan mo, yung mga naging addition, yes, they are very, very good players such as Kripsu, Fusaken, coming from a very good team from Sunspark ngayon ay Aura PH na, is they were tanks. They were tanks and yung from the other squad naman from U-Level now, it's already been Blue Fire sila ngayon, is Unseen is a mage support, Shu is an off-lane. So parang they actually lacking and yun yung fill in ng bagong player nila which is si Limbs that we haven't seen on how he actually performs lalo na sa ganitong kalaking liga.
Ano din isa rin yung sa mga pinaka-exciting na part, yung mga bagong players, no? Not just the new teams, but actually the new drafts for active rosters here in the MPL. We already have the draft set in, mga kaibigan. Pero bago lang tayo mag-breakdown dyan, I just want to emphasize, I love, again, binanggit talaga dito ni Fuzaken na meron silang strat for everyone, not just on NXP. Habang yung NXP naman, dineclare nila na dudurugin nila lahat ng team sa MPL. You know, sorry medyo geek, no? Pero this reminds me of Yukihira Soma, alam mo yun? If you've watched Food Wars, si Yukihira Soma, sa Food Wars, may academy doon eh. May academy. Yun yung top culinary academy no, sa Japan. Tapos, pagpasok ni Yukihira Soma dun sa academy, ang sinabi niya kaagad, ako giging number. Supposed to be dapat yung recognition speech mo parang applause yung ending eh. Pero yung naging resulta, ang daming galit sa kanya. Pero yun talaga yung truth eh. That's the truth eh. If you know your goal, if your goal is to be number one, then that's it. And to be number one in MPL requires, durugin. Durugin talaga yung ibang team na to really prove without doubt that you are the best team. And that's what Next Play Solid plans in doing so. Anyway, let's go. We got the draft completed here. Blue Fire removing the Selena, Parsa, i-mention ko na ito. We got also the PNK finally, no? Napapansin na siya. Next Play, we're gonna be removing that. They don't want to deal with the Uranus as well. What direction are we heading here, Ram?
I'm gonna look at here. So, YSS, yun nga yung open. I was actually thinking, kasi on the previous series natin, the Khalid, parang hindi siya nawala all throughout 3 games.
1, 2, 3, yeah.
Oo, so somehow dito, medyo nabago siya. And even on the draft, I mean, the banning itself, hindi nila tinanggal yung Atlas, hindi nila tinanggal dito yung Kufra. And somehow, just basing on NXP Solid, si Yawi, which is their tank user, one of the best Kufra user.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that Blue Fire knows that. So they're actually willing to give it just to get the U-Zone.
And they're giving the YSS, which I think the best carry right now. Carry right now in the game. To H2 like they're giving that for free. Pero at least at the cost of what? Atlas. Yung laruan. No? So, ang ganda rin na may napiling Atlas din siguro dito. Ang sasagutin yata ng Blue Fire dito yung harapan eh, no?
Totoo. Ang ano lang, no? Medyo mababago siguro dito on the series because the two top tanks was actually being laid out. Both teams, may Kufra, may Atlas. So, we will be having a more AoE-centric lineup dito coming from Blue Fire. I'm not really sure kung ano yung magiging pinaka-carry. This could be a possibility na Yuzong may mga teams magawa nun. But NXP Solid, a very solid pick for the Loyi kasi yun yung isa sa pinakamagandang ingredient dito for Blue Fire. In correlation, of course, with Atlas.
Yeah. Kasi if the Atlas advances with a perfect match, Fatal Links, sa likod, lapagan mo lang ng dispersion yun eh. Tapos pwede ka na mag-vacuum doon. The possible proc possibly on that, kung Loyi ka. I don't see any reason for next play din na mag-Valier rin talaga against this composition. And now, we are seeing bans here at wala pang carry naman na nire-reveal dito yung Blue Fire. Although, Ling is not yet banned.
Definitely.
Pero
If
magmimilit
there's a
lang.
good thing here, I was even thinking kung Kasi on the side of NXP Solid, YSS, yes, most of the time being used on mid, pero he could be able to be used on side lane as well. Kayang-kaya niya mag-sustain din sa lane niya, given the second skill of it could be able to clear the minion wave,
Blast
then
the
you have
bloods,
your
yeah.
mountain chakra na para mag-provide overall AOE or global damage doon sa buong mapa, and vision as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really thinking what's gonna be their Hellcurt will be banned. Okay, of course that was a Renegade hero.
Oo, yeah. Target Renegade. So actually, question din ko ano magiging Renegade hero. If are we seeing a Masha? Will we seeing a Hilda?
Yeah, Hilda definitely.
For this part, actually Hilda won't be bad. I believe in this kind of composition they could utilize that to maximum use. But man, they're willing to embrace the Uranus, no, with an Esmeralda. Normally, you can counter the Esmeralda by landing crowd controls, no? And at the same time, lagyan mo ng proca agad ng Necklace of Durance for this. But next play, they want, siguro dahil sa Cho, siguro they want to deal as well with the Yuzong. Plus kasi nasa likod na si H2 eh. So siguro protektahan mo na lang si H2 talaga. Yun na lang dito ng next play.
Well, it could be easily be done, of course. Sobrang solid naman ng front line nila dito. It's gonna be Yawi, let's go Fra. Tapos, ang mahirap kasi dito, no, on this specific, kapag may low, it is probably gonna be a Chester hero. Is mas ang bilis ng magiging ikot nila dito and mabilis din yung magiging funnel nila dito for the YSS. The Valier, the Kimi would be a good pick dito. They could be able to turn all this out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No Hellcurt, no? No Hellcurt. Hindi na pwede mag-Lancelot, no? Ayan, another side lane na lang talaga yung option dito ng next play. Kimi will look good really for this game. More so with the Valier paired with him, di ba?
Totoo. Kumbaga, ang banat ng Blue Fire dito, scaling naman sila dito. Kayang-kaya nilang i-hold. Yes, YSS could be able to be, if ever man na mapasok nila dito yung Kimi. Pero there was an Atlas. There was a Valier that could be able to show everyone off for NXP Solid. So, the big question is, how would they be able to take down the Kimi? It's all about rotation on the early stages of the game.
Well, the active play style, no, Rob, ng next play is actually designed against Kimi. Napaka-aggressive ng next play sa early game. They could start invading the Kimi. They could start giving a hard time on the Kimi. And Kimi always needs a really nice early game, especially first 2 minutes ng laro. And baka doon mag-shine ka agad yung mga member ng next play. But I did feel na okay yung comp ngayon ng Blue Fire. Well, it's voting time, Rob, and I'll be the first one to vote na lang. Maganda yung comp ng Blue Fire dito, but not enough for me to remove my doubt so far on this roster compared to what I've seen with next play Solid. So I'm gonna be putting my vote muna. I'm gonna be putting my vote on next play.
Alright. Well, for me, I will be going against that one. Para sa definitely. Okay. Kasi if this pans out, kapag na-hold ito ng Blue Fire up until 10 minute, more so 15 minute, anytime, any day, this could be a proper win for Akimi. The only thing that na pwedeng ipapasukan sila dito, if MB mag-overcommit, natalunan agad doon si Chu. And given, ito yung tipo ng Kimi na medyo fast push yung jungle emblem.
Oo nga yun nga talaga. Kaya nga sinasabi ko din na pag ito, naisahan mo sa jungle, tuloy-tuloy na Pero yes, by design, dapat mas mabilis yung jungle ngayon ng Kimi natin. Tingnan mo kung gaano kabilis tinik yung Little Wanderer doon ng Kimi. It might be by an inch, pero that would be nice. Ngayon, on the move na, si Chester. Man, Chester is actually disrupting kaagad.
So, parang kung iisipin mo dito, yung rotation dito, I think mas mabilis para dito sa side ng Blue Fire. And medyo may part na I was actually thinking Limbs would be the one to carry, pero it's actually gonna be Chu.
Yeah. At, oh yes, it's so interesting as well na ang aga ng flicker doon ni Yawi. For that, parang get heavily punished there by the Valier. Pero still not gonna be enough. We still have no first blood for this game, no? I can't help but feel na parang same to nung game 1 ng Bren tsaka Onyx. Tagsahan sa una, tas unang kill tutuloy-tuloy na, no?
It could actually go with that. Pero ito, no? Ito kasi magiging catch talaga dito, parang Shane, is medyo negated dito si Kripsu. So, it's up for him kung paano niya force out kasi all of, actually 4, at least 3 pala ng mga main heroes dito, or core heroes for NXP Solid do have its Purified. So, meaning to say, Kripsu would have a hard time landing the Fatal Links into, if in case na magkaroon. Pero they do have here the Yuzong na pwede pumasok agad doon sa backline nila na ma-purify. Then that's the time for Kripsu to take advantage and get a good or land a good Fatal Links.
Yeah. Again, alam naman natin kung gaano kaya Fatal Links yung hini-headline natin dyan kasi nga alam natin kung gaano ka-game-changing yung Fatal Links di ba? But there we go. Alam din natin kung gaano kaganda ang macro sense dito ni H2. I can actually see kung gaano siya ka-wise sa paggamit, even the Mountain Shocker, just so they can establish a little bit of pressure against Blue Fire. No, buti na lang wala pang turtle on this part.
I think isa yun sa medyo magpapa-differentiate on both teams kasi feeling ko ma-hold nila to up until the 3 minutes both lane, I mean all lanes most likely, so walang mangyayari up until yun yung bibigay talaga ng advantage who will be able to secure the first turtle.
Wala nang perfect match si Kripsu doon ganon. Yung mga tanks natin nag-overextend, napapunish din talaga ng napakabilis. Parehas nung nangyari halos kay Yawi kanina, pero still, no first blood in this game. Umiinit. Alam nyo guys, mukha lang walang nangyayari, pero pag mas matagal na walang first blood, mas lalo lang umiinit
Pero Blue Fire is the scaling team dito. Like, it's like a time bomb para sa series na to. So, I guess NXP Solid will be the one to be very aggressive in nature dito sa first 10 minutes of the game. Or at least 5. Patulad dyan, Yawi.
Okay, tingnan natin Yawi here. There's the Fatal Links completed mula kay Kripsu. Aray! Mga kaibigan, tutok agad. Pero si Choi was able to walk away. Habol ni Renny J. And he can attack even more. That's the first kill siguro by the members dito ng mga taga Blue Fire at tuloy ang apoy. Atras muna hoy dito ngayon. Ito ang Blue Fire. And that's it. They were able to bag 1 members. Pero tol, na-miss out ko. Sino nakakuha ng turtle?
I didn't see that kasi nakatutok ako doon sa Kimi, to be honest with you guys. Kasi ang nangyari doon, actually makikita mo na dito kung ano yung targeting ng NXP Solid. Even Rene J going doon sa backlane, that's why Chu was forced to go inside the tier 1 turret. Then si MB nag-avatar of the Guardian itself. Kumbaga talagang tina-target nila dito si Chu.
And alam naman natin Chu yung may susik talaga dito pero at least hindi gano'n na si shutdown si Chu. Tsaka isang talon lang, and it's a good thing then that I think yung purification na nagbigay ng enough movement speed for Chu the moment na tumalon si Rene J. The job of Rene J was good. Talagang mataas yung movement speed na provided ng purification doon.
Yeah, and actually it's H2 who did get the turtle.
Yeah, we got H2. So again, consistency ni H2. Pero men, init ni Kripsu round 2 na yun. It was Chester that was back in. May isang kill din naman na nakuha dito yung next play, no? Upon that replay yata. Rene J against Secret.
Medyo maganda yung nagiging ikot dito ng Blue Fire. Let alone. Kung isipin mo rito, if Kripsu could be able to get at least 1 defensive item and go direct into a fling time, pwedeng ulit-ulitin kung ano man yung nangyayari. But i-force nila unang Fatal Links, tanggal lahat na ma-force nila yung Purify. Ito kasi medyo nag-hold lang for Blue Fire to be able to go in yung mga Purify. Once everything nawala dito, it's the LXP Solid will be on the defensive.
Yes, totally. Lalo pa may panghabol yung Blue Fire, flicker din yung hawak nila dito. I mean, that might be used defensively, pero pwede mo talaga gamitin yan offensively, no? We get round to the turtle dito. And I cannot but feel na yung early expectations dito na next play, na break ka agad ng Blue Fire, but still there is H2. And the guy is always headline, not really by his more than his micro skills, but by his consistency. Hagip dito si Unseen. Doon na yata, pwedeng sunod-sunod yan. Nahagip show dito, Purification, sunod na layer MB, hindi makapasok si Secret. Zinozone out lamang ni Chester. Agawan dito ng buff na, isecure pa rin naman yun ni Chu.
Oh, ang ganda nung pasok doon ni Yahweh, securing, to Unseen. Medyo nawala yung formation dito ng Blue Fire from the turtle. Parang may part sa kanila that they would like to contest, pero parang haphazardly, nagdadalawang isip sila eh. Diba? Parang pwede yata, kaso for sure merong Purify. So that would actually leave Blue Fire yung part na uncertainty na hindi nila mawari siguro na tama na ba ito na ba yung opening or hintayin muna natin.
Not to mention, napaka-threatening ni H2, di ba, tol? Taas na ng damage niya. Ganun lang, classic scaling on YSS. And YSS talaga para sa, on my personal opinion, is one of the number one carry right now. Ang bilis ang bilis ng farm ang bilis, ang taas ng damage na pwedeng ibigay. Para alam mo yung early revamp kay Bruno. Ganun kaagad yung batuan ng damage. Yung hindi pa ready maglaro yung mga yung community against Bruno. Parang ganun yung vibes ngayon with YSS. Now, na-set upan dito si Creepzoo. You know, those kind of free kills, binibigay mo sa NXP, automatic and they will take advantage of that. There is the kick onto H2, hindi na follow upan kagad. He got damage for Sirius, pero not enough to get any execute. Here comes MB, another re-engage by Yawi, no commitment na, and the Mountain Shocker na lang to make this advance of the Blue Fire squad awkward. Had it been na nandun si Creepzoo, it would be a different story. Nadali pa dito yung baller natin. Yun lang. I think this is dito na nagsisimula mag-mess up ngayon yung Blue Fire.
Oo. Nawawala sila dun sa tipong early formation nila. Like their first 5 minutes na nahuhold nila eh. Kaso habang tumatagal, lumalakas si H2O, the Mountain Shocker, nararamdaman na ng mga squishy heroes dito ng Blue Fire. Like, let alone Unseen or even Chu.
Yeah. You have to go in with a plan eh. Automatic yan. Dali na rin dito si Lims. Mga kaibigan, next play tol has taken good control now of this game. That is the third turtle. They have a gold lead of 3,000. Creepzoo has to walk away. Even though with a fatal Links is using the match defensively because they're not seeing any freedom. At si Yawi uminit na. Hindi na sila pinahinga ngayon ng next play at nagsisimula ng magbilang patungong pagdurog dito. Itong next play solid. Man, Secret here would have to walk away. Mula kay MB thought they're just cornering as well the Yuzong. Ben, ang bilis maapula ng apoy dito ng next play.
Oo. Medyo dito ngayon magkakaroon ng malaking problema dito yung Blue Fire kasi yes, they have here the Kimi na probably gonna be going for hybrid. Kasi jungle go for first at least a BOD item or at least Raptor Machete. Kaso nga lang hindi nila nagawa yung gusto nilang itemization. Technically hindi na siya nag-go for BOD kasi alam nila that they are already on the back foot. Nagdiretso na kagad siya with the glowing one.
Yun lang, pero nakaisa pa rin naman na napakabilis ng burst dyan because multiple BODs nga na nabanggit mo. Ang nasa side din naman na ang Blue Fire. And again, Creepzoo trying to get the timing in for that Fatal Links. He went for the flicker. Fatal Links burns the purification. H2O trace palapit na maalam dito ang malaking buhay ni Creepzoo. And follow up by Yawi, pumompi ang pabalik para matamaan na lang siguro si Lims. So yun na, libreng Torre na ulit para dito sa next play.
Grabe, it's on a roll talaga dito for H2. The Mountain Shocker is really giving Blue Fire. Lahat ng miyembro nila dito having a hard time. Even on initiation. Kahit si Creepzoo napapadalawang isip siya kung kailangan niya na ba, is it the time? Kasi pwedeng gawin yung Fatal Links ni Creepzoo Kaso nga lang, yung mga kakampi niya, almost half HP na. Just the mere fact ng ulti ni H2O.
Ang bilis ng scaling, ang ganda ng brush sa likod, they will commit. Ando na si H2, tumalon si Yawi, there is the follow-up. Beautiful play na ginawa agad ng mga membro dito ng next play. Limbs tries to corner in, makakuha na kill kay Yawi pero hindi na mahalaga kasi yung damage na binubuga dito ng next play, sobra-sobra. MB na pasobra yata ng Abante doon, nakakuha ngayon ng kill si Cho and goes for Danny J. One last racket, hindi na, but overall trade is 4-4-2 at kuha pa yata at mid lane ni Barrett.
Grabe yung mga pinapakita dito. NXP solid showing up that they're really the team to beat din dito for this specific series. And yun na nga, mga kaibigan, ang pinakamaganda doon paring Shin, countless threat yung binibigay nila dito sa Kimi. Parang tuloy-tuloy, Rene J, yung threat ni Rene J, yung threat ng Avatar of the Guardian, hindi
Yes.
once na mawala yung Purify niya, parang ano na parang sobrang ang layo na ng range niya sa mga kakampi niya just to be safe and not die.
You can only hit so much as a Kimi, no? Sa binabato rin dito. So, Rob ng next play. And man, hindi man nakita dun sa ating highlight fully, pero yung setup ni Chester was really stellar, no?
Yung sa
Sa may purple brush, sa may likod, ang linis, and yeah, layered that Kufra with the Loyi, very threatening.
Grabe. Yung mga bagay talaga dito. Sa pwede din no? I mean kay Chester, kung isipin mo, his ult kahit actually give Chu na a chance na mag-back agad Just the mere fact, pwedeng fake nga na ulti. Coming from the Loyi.
Okay, Yawi, he did commit. Nakagip si Unseen. Ako, napapwersa yung flicker dito. Alam niya merong Mountain Shocker. Limbs, very awkward entry there. Wasn't able to get the kill. Kinatay na lang siya ng next play doon.
Valier pick nila dito, no? Parang nagiging passive. Actually, too passive na to the point na nakabantay lang siya. Kumbaga parang the main role of Unseen dito is just to watch out kung sino yung papasok dito para kay Chu.
That's when you think, tol, no, na parang mainit din yung blue fire. Tapos parang kaya naman. H2's consistency can easily return the moral of whatever loss or whatever loss is committed or is exchanged from the mistake committed ng next play sa simula. Parang ang dali, basta okay si H2. Okay lang sa NXP, no? Makapagbigay ng konting kills here and there. Diba?
Totoo yan. Pero ito, there's still a chance for Blue Fire to be able to come back into this game. Of course, this is still Akimi. Once Akimi with at least a mage item na makumpleto, pero Secret might actually die there. But habol sila kay Renny J. Like what we've seen. Nakitang
Game number 2, definitely hindi pa rin, parang not enough pa rin to discount Blue Fire on that part. Pero same formula pa rin next play. Gulat lang din talaga. Well, malalaman natin yung mas malalim pa breakdown ng laban na yon, game number 1, before we head on to game number 2 with our solo analyst, Wolfcast.
Game to be great? Now you can with the new Smart Giga Games 99. Get 1 gig data all day, every day for Mobile Legends and more. Game to be great with Smart Giga Games 99.
When uncertainty is our reality, we rise above with the things that matter. Gigify happiness. Gigify love. Gigify friendship. Gigify dreams. Gigify hope. With smart Giga music, video, games, work, and stories, we let our passions run free in the new world we face together. Smart. Live Giga.
What a dominant performance para sa Next Play in their first ever game sa MPL. And dito sa MPL Season 6, they open up with such a great display of how to basically win a Mobile Legends game. That's how I looked at it. My name is Wolf, your resident analyst, and welcome back to MPL Season 6 as we dissect what happened in the Game 1 of a best-of-3 series between Blue Fire as well as Next Play. Now, bakit ko sinasabing this is a text win coming out from Next Play? Well, it started with the draft. Next is na intindihan nila kung paano nila i-execute yung draft at alam nila kung paano i-punish yung kanilang kalaban. And then they ended it with a very strategic and systematic way. Tapos may cherry on top na napakalapit na play coming out from the Louis in that match. And you can see the stat line coming out from both teams. Alam natin na nag-run ng Kimi lineup ang Blue Fire. Unfortunately, kaya ka nasabi kong draft victory to para sa Next Play is because of the fact that Next Play actually won the draft by winning almost all the matchups. So for example, we had the the YSS plus the Kufra to answer the Yuzhong. Tapos meron kang Louis to answer and snatch that Atlas. Then they closed it up with an Esmeralda in the second phase. Tapos, nung pinik yung Kimi na last pick mula sa Blue Fire, mapapaisip ka, oh my God, this is a good tempo game para sa Blue Fire. Pero sabi ng Next Play, we have one hero to counter that all. And that is Gatot Kacha. Very much effective against the Kimi. Tapos, pag tinignan mo yung lineup nila, ang daming synergies coming up from Next Play. It's just a lot of synergies. And I'm sure that we can see it in full display sa smart highlights of the game dahil kahit anong gawin ng Next Play, solid. Kahit anong trip nila na combo na gawin, magagawa nila. Pwede sila magsimula with Yawi on the Kufra, couple it up with the duality passive coming out from the Luwei as a control. Tapos meron kang Avatar of the Guardian. And kung iisipin yung Yi Sun-Shin, kaya naman napakalakas ng Yi Sun-Shin sa meta ngayon, is because of the vision. Imagine, popping just the ultimate Mountain Shocker, tapos pwede nang pumasok kahit saan dito si MB if he so wishes, as well as Yawi with the Kufra, di ba? And then meron kang Falling Star Moon. Everything goes in together. Look at this lineup from Next Play Solid. They can start with anything. And this last play, that teleportation, kita-kita ninyo. Well done, coming out from Next Play Solid. That's the nail in the coffin of Blue Fire for sure. I mean, it was a very systematic victory para sa Next Play Solid. They started this good and they ended it with a bang. Hindi rin sila nag-overextend mula throughout the game. And this is why I think that this is a textbook display on how you win MPL or a Mobile Legends game, for that matter, para sa Next Play Solid. So if you're a big fan Next Play, so proud of this team because they're showing us how to win fundamentally sa Mobile Legends. Our MVP, smart MVP of the game, it's H2O, the Yi Sun-Shin, 7-0 na stat line. And of course, this is a funneled hyper carry na hindi naging successful on his own. This was such a good display of communication between the side of Next Play. Talagang halata mong matagal silang magkakasama na parang kabisado na nila. They end each other's sentences. That's how I feel like when you're watching Next Play. At least that's what I felt watching them in game number 1. And it's the complete reverse naman from Blue Fire. Ang daming jitters na nakita natin na may mga out of position na tanks na supports. Merong mga initiations na mapapa-question ka, is it actually the right decision for Blue Fire to do this? And I think that we can blame it on the fact that they haven't played as much as Next Play did. At kita nagre-reflect kung disconnected in game number 1. Nevertheless, usapang MPL muna tayo mga kaibigan. And again, you can just search the hashtag MPL's back or go directly to the link posted on today's live stream para makita nyo kung saan kayo pwedeng sumali para sa ating discussion, which is all about the first time you watched the season MPL. Mula kay Brian, nanonood daw siya ng MPL simula pa nung season 1. Kasama na ngayon yung pinsan niya at pati tito sa bahay at enjoy na enjoy talaga kami sa mga iba't iba pang laban. And kaya more seasons to come and hoping for my team Execration to win a championship. Wow! Or win a chip. Execration. Give Billy a trophy na ba? Ang gusto talaga ng tao ngayon. Put it on the comments for sure. John, what is this? Jean or Jean Clifford Bunny? Nanonood ako ng MPL simula pa nung season 4. Ngayon nanonood ako ng walang kasama kasi mas nag-enjoy ako mag-comment sa performance ng mga kalaban ng ibang players pag tapos ko nang makita ang mga laro nila. So, analytic pala si Kuya Jean or John. And that's our second comment. Last comment tayo. Again, if you want to join in on the fun, on the discussion, just look for the comment posted in this live stream. Mula kay Mig Lucas Blasico. Nanonood ako ng MPL mula pa nung season 5. Okay, so we have a kind of young viewer here. At least young sa scene. Kasama ang aking mga kaibigan ng kaklase para maka-learn ng bagong estratehiya at mga rotations. At well, kung gusto niyo talagang maka-learn ng marami pang mga strategies, why don't you watch MPL Season 6 more? At syempre, i-follow niyo yung mga casters dito sa MPL. I'm sure that marami kayong mga na-learn dito sa kanila. And of course, we have our giveaway codes. And this will be running for the rest of the broadcast for sure. So, tayo panonood, kayo magiging masaya pati na rin sa mga bonus na giveaway codes natin dyan. Just first come, first serve, guys. Pauna na kayo dyan. Well, di naman isa lang. But yeah, pauna na kayo. Good luck. You know what? Let's see if there will be connection now para sa Blue Fire because that's the main problem that they faced in game number 1. Heading back to the casters for game number 2 of this best of 3 series. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Wolf. Double check ko lang, Rob. Sinabi ni Wolf connection? May connection na need required sa Blue Fire. Actually, yun yung weakness, di ba, ng next play.
Okay. Medyo late ko na-get yung
Pag nagkadalian sa connection nadadali din yung next play. Well, yun na nga. Ano naman, pinagdasal na na sana stable yung internet ng mga players natin, no? Latom. Anyway, let's get into the game. 1-0 na in favor of the next play, solid. And actually, I cannot see any adjustment. Well, kasi sila yung nanalo. Ganda lang ng comp, di ba? They played according to their strengths. Pero I'd be expecting a Kufraban na or maybe Agaw sa kabila. That's one on Yawi. That could be it. Or probably they just continue with Atlas. But what about you, Rob? Your take for entering in this game number 2.
Ako, I'm trying to fill in yung shoes dito ng Blue Fire. Kasi I think they were actually overthinking in terms of the ban itself. Ang dami, to be honest, ang dami kasi rin talagang hero na kailangan mo i-ban. And I guess YSS is bannable itself just for the hero, not because of H2O. I mean, H2O is very, very good in terms of anything use.
Yeah, H2 can play from a spectrum of YSS to Lancelot to Ling to Claude to Bruno to Harit. So
anything you put into the middle lane could be very, very
I don't think it's worth na i-deny si H2O ng pick. Maganda, kumuha ka na lang ng pick na palagay mo mas magiging okay ka as carry din.
Well, katulad ng sabi mo kanina, di ba? parang H2O was there because of his frontliners. I mean, Chester and Yawi. I think ito yung dalawa or possibly na magandang i-hold. Well, Renegade is still gonna be there na unorthodox na hindi mo alam kung ano yung pwedeng idalhin doon sa laban. Pero I think the two core talaga ng NXP Solid is Chester, number 1. Number 2 is Yawi. Once these two, medyo na disrupt mo yung ikot nila. It was actually being forced na kadalasan for NXP, it's about Renegade naman na magbigay doon sa mismong comp ng team nila. And I think that was yun yung kailangan ng Blue Fire na malaman dito on game number 2 kung paano nila magagawa yun dito sa NXP Solid.
Yeah. Next play doesn't want to deal with any side lane pressure dito. Probably because ang playstyle ni Renegade may responde kagad and pag masyado ako ma-responde doon nagte-take advantage ng grabe ang isang Uranus. No surprise on that ban. May first pick advantage yung next play Solid though. Pero may 2 picks advantage na ngayon yung Blue Fire. I cannot but feel that we might be seeing YSS priority ulit sa next play Solid. Pero
Blue Fire
di ko lang alam kung mag-usong or i-deny nila yung Kufra sa Blue Fire because Fuzakin can play the Kufra di ba?
Oh naman. But I think Fuzakin is one of the players in the MPL that could be able to play almost any tank heroes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pero somehow NXP Solid been banning here the Parsa. So itong dalawang to talaga are really willing to give both of the tanks. Pero I think mas rewarding pagka specifically sa Blue Fire ko medyo aggressive sila. Although that was actually first game EL. Meron sa mga time doon na parang hindi siya late na parang medyo hindi nagsisynchronize doon yung mga sipa niya. Andun yung sipa, hindi lang nag-synchronize kasi hindi mapasok nila kagad kung sino man yung naging target nila that time. Parang I think may kulang sa may suntok kulang lang sa power. Yung banat nila
or MB or Renegade hero yata dito get the Yusong. Pero that leaves the Atlas open ulit. And probably they could actually parang medyo overkill yung Atlas Loye. Ay yung Atlas Kufra. Pero
if ever masyado kukulangan sa damage mo.
Kukulangan sa damage.
Mm-hmm. So I guess dito pwede nilang i-prioritize
Loye Atlas yata. I think should go Loye Atlas, no? Kasi pag nakuha na naman yung Loye tsaka Kufra sa kabila, I think na be a problem ulit sa Blue Fire.
And it's gonna be purple. Okay. So medyo run and gun yung banat ng Blue Fire dito. Kasi pagka ganito, you're actually aiming for a fast push Yung kung iisipin mo, ang Blue Fire, ang parang pinaka-mindset nila into the game was objective. Si kanina, ang target nila doon is to be able to bring down turrets as fast as possible. Yun nga lang medyo na withhold sila during the first 5 minutes. Isa lang nabasag nila which is bot lane.
Ang weird at ang aga nung choke pick, palagay ko, no? Oo.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, I've seen the reason why I reacted that way kasi definitely that's gonna be an H2O here and I've seen H2O play lane.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they decided that it's our turn to give Yawi the Atlas. And if the Kufra is chosen by Blue Fire here, hindi pa rin yung ganun kadali para mahuli yung link. Nakita feel na wala yata yun sa preference ni Fuzakin dito. Not to mention side lane PNK to, di ba?
I think this might be a mid Probably. Pero meron kasi may mga comp kasi na pang talaga pang magkamali ako sa pang balagbagan talaga Probably ito yung magiging kasama most likely ng link and probably pwede rin naman siyang sa side lane. Pero I guess this might be ito kasi ang populin ko pa kasi sometimes, hindi lang sometimes, most of the time are being used as a tank. And yan ang magiging side lane. Si Almond, which is a Rene J hero. I'm sorry, Rene J hero. Be a good way to pick sa mga sustainability na hero. Sustain lineup pala, yung Balmond. Sobrang sakit dyan. Nung umiikot-ikot na yan.
Yeah. And actually, you can at least in a snappy manner kill agad yung yung Ling pag bumaba kasi may execute damage si Balmond. But man, you know, you are delivering a Balmond against a team next play which is parang what people think is the stronger team in here, and actually to a victory for you. Is this sabi naman ni let's take the word of Puzaket. They have strategies that they have prepared, di ba? Against all team. You know, but this is very interesting. Balmond is viable. It was shown on other leagues as well as part of their pool talaga of the meta. No surprise in getting chosen in a competitive environment. Ang ano ko lang is I'm confident na nasa higher tier pa yung mga tulad nila Tams, nila Masha, Hilda, no? For the side lane. But
Sa akin, kung malaland niya yung ultimate niya into the lane, and ako, to be honest, I don't think so na mahuhuli niya si the mere fact ultimate of coming from the Balmond. Ay pwede siyang maging dominant doon sa lane niya. Gusto kong malaman kung paano magpa-pan out yung trio ng Blue Fire eh. Kasi ito, given na to, NXP solid, they do have the link. They do have the Atlas. Kumbaga, yung respondent anong hero na to sobrang bilis eh. Given meron pa silang Yuzo na pwedeng mag-dragon and just go for the terrain itself eh.
Yeah,
bakod.
all you need is actually like panulak lang eh. Pero dahil merong Hayabusa, siguro ang word Valor. They went for Kagura.
Kagura super. Ramdam ko yan. It's gonna be shout out to Coach Yolo. Isa yan kasi sa mga ginagawang support talaga ng NXP. I've been seeing Yolo playing the Kagura itself. Oh, alright. So Rene J been on the show most likely and MB on the Yuzong. Well, that's gonna be played out by NXP Solid. Sobrang lakas nito all throughout. Early to mid, even to the mayroon silang scaling from the Yuzong. Now, paano? Squishy pa. Sobrang squishy pa ng hero ng Blue Fire. And may Diggy, yeah. Just to negate the Fatal Links. Okay.
Ang dami ko ng mukhang nagawa dito, like on all my reactions on the draft of Blue. Mabibideo content na naman yata.
Napaisip din. Lumaki yung mata ko katulad ni Diggy eh. Sa totoo lang, wala lang ako sa lapin.
I mean, it won't be played support obviously, no? Pero
so most likely baka nga side yung Popol NQ pa nila dito. I really don't know. Probably a 4-1 na parang tara basag tayo ito tuloy-tuloy. Pero I mean, eto sabihin na natin dito na gumana sila sa early game. Pero it would only take a Yuzong para pasukin yung backlane. Kasi how would you be able to hold on the dragon? Tapos pag nandun na sa likod, wala na. Parang ikot-ikot sa inyo yung Yuzong.
Not to mention, even if you can answer the Fatal Links by the time journey, so squishy. Pag tumuloy-tuloy
talaga. This might very easy link gameplay. Even to anyone. Lalo na si H2O pag gagamit.
Man, I mean, if it's voting time, yes, you know, let's be direct. I have a lot of doubts in the composition dito ng Blue Fire. But again, the best part of MPL is getting proven wrong kung ano yung expectations mo. But yeah, I'm putting my vote here on next play solid na. We have this thing called na, alam mo yung mga comps na madali i-pull off, di ba, Rob? Ikaw, anong vote mo?
100% NXP solid. Kasi let's be real, ladies and gentlemen. Kasi ang gagawin talang dito na nakikita ko na pinaka-gameplay ng Blue Fire dito is gonna be a 4-1. Iiwan nila yung Balmond on a specific lane, yung apat magsasama-sama yan kasi they're very strong on level 1 and 2. Pag nakuha siguro nila yun, they were actually aiming for sobrang objective nila sa first 5 minutes. And pag hindi gumana yun, definitely they lose almost 100%. So, sobrang ginambol nila tong pick na to.
So, wait, how does this work? Side lane Hayabusa, side lane Balmond, then Loyi, Digi, tsaka...
No. Gitna, yung apat. Balmond lang yan sa gilid. Hindi nila lalagyan ng lane yung isang side. Ganun nila gagawin yun. Tapos,
super.
push, invade ng probably the purple buff yung i-invade nila dito. Push nila, definitely sila mauuna sa minion wave sa gitna eh. Tapos i-invade nila yung purple. Tapos babalik sila sa gitna, susubukan nilang basagin. Kasi of course the Digi would be very very strong sa first, at least before level 4.
Ay, oo nga, kahit nga level 1 pa lang eh. Basta time pa lang na-i-connect. Ang ano ko lang, unahan sila sa level 4 ni Atlas.
Well, actually kahit nga yung yung Ling lang mauna sa level 4 eh. Kasi everything will follow. Ito lang yon. Sabi natin na gumana on the first 5 minutes. Basag nila yung mid, basag nila yung top kasi Balmond will be strong on that lane eh. Pero they're leaving Renny J. That show doon sa baba na sobrang free farm. Kahit hindi nga sumama si Renny J sa first 5 minutes, kaya nang basagin up until tier 2 turrets kung hindi re-responde. So it's a battle of parang oras, pabilisan. Kumbaga sabi ng Blue Fire dito, pabilisan na lang tayong magbasag and probably get the items na magamit nila on mid game. Pero pag hindi nila na pull off yon, 100% I think they would lose this game.
Ang exciting ng Blue Fire.
What do you think guys? Specifically sa mga viewers natin, what are your thoughts about the draft ng Blue Fire?
Pag draft po, like the next level play. Like wala yun sa talagang wala talaga sa notes.
Sobrang sobrang tayo dito. Ano ba tawag yung tang contract eh? Hindi natin alam kung paano natin i-dissect eh.
Ayun, taas ng damage though onto the early game. Force a flicker against Yawi. They can kite back heavily.
Medyo this pause so may would actually reveal a lot of in terms of strategy on both teams. So like what I've said, yung apat talaga ramdam mo nang magigit na. Oo. So
invade that one.
Ganun, parang rinse and repeat yun eh. Clear, invade, lipat dun sa kabila. Parang they really, may part sa akin that Blue Fire could be masasabi mong successful sila sa early if mabasag nila yung tier 1 turret sa either up sa top or sa gitna before the third minion wave. Pag nagawa nila yon sa first and second minion wave, probably kaya nilang linisin yung mga outer turrets at least tier 1 ng NPs ulit. Pero up until what extent? Kasi for sure magsiscale plus maganda rin yung minion wave clear ng NXP solid. So paano ka magpo-push if there's no minion wave? So ganun na lang yung mangyayari up until mag-scale yung mga carry or mga hyper carry na which is H2O, even Renny J could be able to have item and B as well.
Yeah. And ang lang din, parang as long as you survive that though, no? Kung ikaw yung NXP, if you survive that, yung mga advances ng
ang hirap talaga.
Game no? Pag nag-late game, as long as you survive that, yung mga advances ng Blue Fire, okay na okay ka kung NXP ka no? Ganun yung ganun sa comp. Siguro yung tight win conditions lang, feeling ko nire-read lang din ito talaga yung willing, ito talaga yung gusto ng Blue Fire na ipangahataw sa NXP. White Fire natin, didn't expect even I didn't even put Digi actually
hindi ko narinig sa list ko kanina sa totoo lang pero
sa meta ay sa pool ng MPL and wow, on the first week of the first day we have a Digi kaagad paired with a Loyi. Imagine that. Wow.
Ano siya no? Parang a counter pick just for the Atlas. Na parang ang hirap eh. I mean, yes, like for example, magamit mo yung ultimate ng Digi. Then after nun, nag-fatal links, kinancel mo. Okay? So negated yung ultimate. So that's not the only one na meron ang NXP Solid eh. They still have the Tempest of Blade which is still an AOE, may pick off from Renny J. Yung Dragon pa lang ni MB doon pa lang ako napapaisip na eh. Kasi regardless na nandun si Digi, yun doon pa rin yung Dragon na manggugulo.
PNK pop, yun na, i-spear rin yan.
mahirap i-pull off talaga, ladies and gentlemen. We're not making fun of the draft ng Blue Fire. It's
Mahirap
just that
i-pull off.
ang hirap niyang i-pull off talaga. I mean, I guess you all already know that. Pero sabi nga natin, 'di ba? Ito yung
What
mga bagay na kailangan i-surprise tayo ng Blue Fire. Like what Fusaka said, may mga baon sila. Probably this is one of it.
Kapag gumana. Time, no? Like you mentioned earlier, Rob, I think time, Blue Fire has a clock and schedule that needs to be follow, and that's where the tightness of the win condition is. Yun yung gusto ko expound sa inyo, guys. Every composition, no, every hero has a win condition. Kadalasan ang parang analysis lang ng karamihan. Ay, early game malakas tayo. Ay, sa late game malakas tayo, mga ganon. O kaya sa clash, o kaya kailangan ng initiator or stand, mga ganon. Wow. Actually, iba-iba talaga per composition, no? May clock yan. Merong compositions na need to flourish onto the early game, no? May mga compositions naman na inherit yung weakness on the early game, pero by the late game, talagang napaka-safe nila, no? Again, when you compare and contrast this kind of compositions, early game compositions is proved to be higher kasi ang idea lang naman sa isang MOBA, basta ikaw yung unang makakuha ng kill eh. Pag nagkaroon ng, 'di ba? Lamang ka na. Ganun yun eh. Ayun yung mga strat ng early game compositions. But there are just so many heroes in MLBB that has a complete kit, I may say, no, opinion ko lang to, na has a little bit of everything, has a little bit of sustain. Sa totoo lang, napapansin ko lang personal opinion ko lang, tol, daming heroes na walang mana.
It makes it easier, you know? Even the newest hero, of course, Khalid, no? Na halos, ito nga yung mga hero na hindi na kailangan umuwi eh. Dahil sa the second skill pa lang noon, heal na kaagad eh.
Sunod-sunod yung mga heroes na walang mana. And I'm like thinking, dahil ba madali i-balance ang mga
Napaisip
heroes
pa rin ako, I think the next hero would be the Bart eh, yung may parang mount siya eh. Bart yung kung may mana. What's about on the ban server nga mamaya?
Meron nga eh, Buboy, may nakita ko hero si Vendetta.
Oo! May part na nag-rank.
Oo, may ganun kami hero yata. Ang daming hero yata sa pipeline, no?
Oo. Madami talaga. Pero madaming rason din talaga na para isipan. Hanggang ngayon, parang siya nag-iisip pa rin ako how Blue Fire would able to pull off tong game. Kasi I want them to win, to be honest. I want them to win in this kind of lineup. Kasi sobrang interesting eh. Aside from the game 3, yung mga ganitong lineup, this is a very rare composition. The 4-1 setup, tapos yung side lane mo, Balmond. Parang, kumbaga, kung gagawin natin tong reference, kuwari sa rank game mo, ganito yung pinik. Yung mga boy umays. Oo, eh.
Nice.
Nice. Ayan. MMR ko to eh.
Lagi na lang. Alam mo yung parang nasa chat pa lang eh. Talo. Yung utak ni talo na.
Ano ba? Bayan?
Tawag pala doon, Boy Umay.
Boy Umays yun, with the Z. Boy Umays naman.
Shoutout sa mga Boy Umays dyan, mga kaibigan. Alam mo yung hirap na ng buhay, no? Try to be positive. In life. No? May mga bagay na kaya mo naman maging positibo. No? Pero
guilty ako dyan, maring Jane. Ako, mabilis din ako talaga sa... pag sa rank game, nakakita ako ng kakaibang hero. Ganun lang. Ano ba yan?
Baliktad ako kasi yung nanguumay. Tangka, slot 5. Tol, silina lang.
Grabe talaga. Pero anyway guys, this is just the cherry on top ng MPL Season 6. Unang araw pa lang to. We still have 2 more days na sobra yung mga laban natin. Marami pa talaga kayo.
Ang kalendary mga tol, ano ngayon? August, no? Hanggang October po tayo. October na. Every weekend until October. Imagine that. Mobile Legends.
Yan. Ganyan.
Yan yung and I'm really looking forward. Gaya nga na sinabi ko, i-retake na lang natin yung 2020. Good thing we still have here again esports. Tayong mga gamers, interestingly has been the most enduring during this time of crisis, no? This is where we invest our time. This is where we invest our interest in. and good is esports. We get this kind of tournaments that, amidst the ongoing, hindi na lang hindi na lang pandemic din kundi kahit in a way economic crisis din, 'di ba? Pero
Oo.
tuloy yung esports. I would like to send a big shoutouts as well to our production team, no? That's always making sure that's yung quality talaga ng broadcast natin top notch, no? Despite the challenges din minsan sa connections, no?
Yes,
Yan.
oo.
Lalo
Medyo
natin ng
nag-work
technology.
talaga. Pero
Oo.
yun, medyo nagbago ng konti, no?
And andito na tayo ngayon sa ating running game. Nag 1-3-1 na yata, no?
Oo.
And makaray si Awi.
Oo. At the first blood pa nga doon ng Hayabusa. Actually, they were forced so tinry nila yung 4-1 nung umpisa. Kaso medyo may part sa kanilang hindi natin pwedeng iwan yung Chow sa ibaba. So,
Yes.
parang ang mangyayari dito is that babantay-bantayan minsan yung baba and a tip that was gonna be the troop na medyo magsistay doon. Renny J.
The energy is deep for that part. He will stall out. A lot of time, lalagyan lang siya ng dito. Reverse time. Force the flicker against Rene J. Bumati dito si Secret. Sumipa si Rene J kaagad, napakabilis. Flicker out si Secret dito. Ang dami nang na-burn ng next play. They need to walk out. Mainit yung comp. Ang init ng comp sa early game no?
Oo. I mean, dito ng Blue Fire, talagang palag sa umpisa pero yun nga lang, this is gonna be a very ticking time bomb for them, lalo na sa NX Solid. Lalo na pagka yung power spike ni H2 which is right now, level 5, may Tempest of Blade, kaya niya nang mag-pick off anyone on the side of Blue Fire.
Nakakuha ka agad ng kill din si H2 very early. Actually, napakaganda. Medyo na-miss out ko yung instant replay doon. Pero, I think this is the first blood ng Blue Fire. Ito yung kanina pa, no? Pero ang ganda ng stall out ni Rene J doon. Nakatakas pa yata nakatakas pa si Rene J doon. Sa layo ng nilakad.
Na-timing na nung ang reverse time yung Shunpo Yun nga lang may flicker, sakto. Si Balmond yung wala namang pang crowd control. Si Balmond, iniikot-ikutan niya. Then sinipa na lang siya bigla ni Rene J.
At nakakuha ng push si Rene J doon. So doon nakuha yung punishment on the early 0-4-1, no? Na ginawa ng Blue Fire. Or 1-4-0 pala. And right now, gold lead even. Pero again, I can't but feel na pag nag-i-stall out o tumatagal yung laro, dun papasok yung kahinaan ng comp ng Blue Fire.
May part dito, no, na parang wala nang planong i-contest yung NXP Solid dito. Kasi 100% dito, they could win the late game. Kumbaga, yung Blue Fire dito talaga yung kailangan mag-initiate, kailangan nila maging aggressive and get the objective as fast as they can. Kasi yun nga lang, pag na-hold out sila dito because only the minion wave, wala silang choice. Talagang lalakas, magkaka-item talaga the rest of the team ng NXP Solid.
And Rene J is really a god, no? On side lane. Na-pressure niya kaagad yung side lane, 'Di ba? Na parsa lumipat na yung doon, yung Balmond natin because there is no choice but to maintain that lane. And ayun, nag-switch na lang din sila H2, sinamahan si MB just to establish pressure up top. At least yung konting lead nakuha pa rin ng Blue Fire just because they got the turtle on. Pero in terms of gold, no, in terms of map control and side lanes, ayan, next play pa rin.
Yung part na hindi natin na napanood during the technical pause, yun yung time na na silver lining for the side of Blue Fire na dapat nabasag nila yung gitna which is hindi nga nangyari.
Yeah, we got the Louis here. Fake ultimate na lang yun. Parang no, dapat high tempo comp to ng Blue Fire. Pero it's slowing down Late sila ng entrada dito para sa babatiin nila yung Fatal Links. Willing sila. Kung Fatal Links na kagad si Yawi, Dragon Form onto the backline. Dali si Ansin dito. H2. Dali si Ansin dito. Nadali na rin yung PNK.
Alright.
Ayun na.
Safe to say. This might be it. I mean, ito yung kinakatakutan ko na pwede pang mangyari on mid, on late game. Kaso kung na-pull off na ng NXP as early as 5 minutes, Blue Fire is close to none yung chance nilang manalo on this specific game.
Yeah. Dito na nararamdaman yung dito na nararamdaman po yung it all started on try evade and get onto Yawi. Tas gaya ng sinabi mo exactly, Rob. MB here, Yuzong lang. Disrupt, no? Naiwan yung Digi sa may harapan and that's it.
Wala na takas dito. So, I think ang magiging na lang rito ng Blue Fire is they have, ito kasi mahirap no, pagka naghahanap ka na lang ng mali doon sa kalaban niyo. Which is mahirap. I think it's close to none as well. Yung magiging error dito ng NXP Solid. Kasi magagawa ng paraan eh. Kahit si Yawi namatay na siya twice, kaya niyang ulit-ulitin lang na pasukin yung buong Blue Fire just to soak up the damage. Kasi right after yun, pwede nang tapusin ng mga carry nila.
Nakuha ni H2 tol. Ganun lang, simpleng talon lang. Ni-reverse time siya. H2 will be diving in. Dragon darating na lang rin, no? Black Dragon form. Chester for the backline. Secret wants to go for that one. I'm not sure if the kill will be completed. Mega kill already for MB. There is the good was done in by that Digi against the Kagura, but it doesn't matter, no? At kahit si MB hindi basta pabubura dito sa binabato ng ating Loyi. This is expected.
Yeah, definitely.
Yun na yun eh. Yeah, went for the deletion towards Secret. Yawi here is starting to itemize in a sense na nawi-withstand niya na yung mga pakonti-konti pachepi-cheping bato ng Blue Fire sa kanya. H2, what is that? There's no surprise on that kind of performance. You know, going for push, going for farm, leading. The experience here sits at level 11 for the highest. Well, si Chu pala mataas din yung level dito. Pero against a team na meron pa mga level 7s.
To be honest, hindi nga kailangan ni Yawi mag-itemize dito for like magic. Eh. May Loyi dito, even yung Digi. Kaso, kaya kasing burahin agad yung dalawang species hero na yun eh. There's only the one who could be able to deal as much as damage is yung Hayabusa. Pero, Shadow Kill can as much as kill only at least one hero on the side of NXP Solid. And, sino pa yun?
Yeah. Oh, nahuli si H2. Babatoy nila, Finch Poise to be used. Maganda yung crowd control kay H2 for the pickup, pero nararamdaman mo na talaga yung kakulangan ng damage dito. ng Blue Fire. Hindi na ganun ka-threatening yung comp ngayon. Ngayon ramdam mo na pag nilagay mo yung tank sa harapan, mas nadi-disrupt lalo yung Blue Fire. And you can actually see the maneuver here by H2 and Rene J going for the side lane flank, no? Tapos, again, clash sa likod, darating si MB.
Totoo. Eto ba,
si MBDB. That was very heavy. Black Dragon form, I think for zone out lang, para makuha yung push sa mid. No? Tapos antayin nilang respond dito yung Blue Fire. May isang nahuli, si Chester umabati dito, and that's gonna be the OG Shadow kill completed against that Kagura. Here comes Renegade onto the side. Pinadala naman yung aso doon, kinagat-kagat yung ating Kung Fu Master. Mga kaibigan, Renegade, na-burn na lahat ng kanyang Jeet Kune Do. There is gonna be the Shunpo away from the reverse time. Yawi now staying down for the total 50% health. Fatal Links, binati ka agad dito, syempre ng time journey down for the Digi. Na-kill, na-execute, coming in from the ult ng ating Valmond. H2 Wu has to use his Blade of Tempest just to walk away against the advance here of Blue Fire.
Medyo nagkaroon ng konting bleeding room doon yung Blue Fire at the force out nila at least kasi medyo nag-overextend na rin talaga yung next NXP Solid eh. Like for MB using the Dragon just to go Pearl Buff, yun yung nakitang way ng Blue Fire to strike back.
And yun, may konting dip, no? Pabalik sa gitna yung gold lead dito ng next play Solid. And hindi nakuha yung push tala sa mid, by the way. Walang pumalo ng mid. Pero isang hinga naman na lang yan. Yung mid lane outer third dito. And still the side lanes is still in favor dito ng next play Solid. Maybe siguro depende. Ang maganda dito, yung threat ni Yawi, wala na talaga. Because the Fatal Links, automatic talaga time journey. Dragon Form again, haharap si MB. Unseen, cannot be seen anymore into the map because he's gone. There is gonna be their angry activated dito. Pahabol para kay Kripsu. Tumanak out from the Jeet Kune Do ni Rene J. MB here will not be swinging in. He will be swinging out. Here comes Secret sa may Gedli. Habol para kay Yawi. And of course, mabatang next play Solid kasi wala pa si doon, H2 who's able to shove the lane up top and will now be hovering here in the mid.
Okay, so what's actually happening, parang pick up. To be honest, yung papalink yung pa dito ni Crypso was the one who's giving NXP Solid a hard time para pag pumapasok. Yun yung parang nagiging initiation nila bukod sa reverse time.
Yeah. And eto lang. So, sige, dahil wala na yung Digi, eto na yun, set up na. Pwede nang bumuelo si Yawi. Double kill, tol. H2 na H2. Sabay takbo. Kasi gagawa niya na yung kanyang misyon. Habulin na lang din doon ni paring Chu. And I think makakataas. He will just walk away. Nakakaisa pa rin. Nakakagulang pa rin talaga dito yung next play.
Totoo yan. Pero ito, easy pick up na naman tayo for the Balmond. Rene J dito, gonna be unstoppable on the show. Ito pa nahihirapan silang, wow!
Beautiful play, man. 1-inch punch. Play guard. lang,
Medyo ang bilis nun,
Yes, grabe si Renny J. Ang init ng kamay. Ang bilis dito. Hindi pa pala tapos yung Gera. Blade of Tempest kagad sa may pinakalikod na for H to 1 last auto attack. He will be able to walk away. Hindi, namaalam naman. Natuluyan pa rin naman ang Luigi dyan, but at what cost might be everything. Monster kill. Anong nangyari dito sa Blue Fire? Drinagon. Drinagon ni MB, mga kaibigan. And that will be it. We have the inner mid lane inner mid lane turret destroyed here by next play.
Definitely. There's no way for Blue Fire to be able to come back into situation. I mean, kung kita natin, it's just about doon si MB. Kung si MB, no, pag pumasok dito kung Yusong, there's no way na hindi siya makapatay at least one.
Yeah.
And yung damage na binato sa kanya will just be mapupunta lang doon sa ila-lifesteal niya lang ulit. So, parang ito yung pinaka-burden for the side of the Blue Fire is kung paano nila matatanggal kagad sa equation yung Yusong, and I don't think it's gonna happen in this composition.
Malupit dyan, first pick yung Yuzong.
Oo.
Pero parang, di ba, wala kang makitang direct counter. Or it, like, Yuzong can embrace and hit anyone. Eto, tingnan mo yung config na to. Bantayan nyo si Renny J. Kita ka agad dito si Secret. Mga kaibigan, solo of lava out to Renny J. Ang moment na lang palayo. And yeah, defensive muna ang stance ngayon ng Blue Fire. Slow and steady muna tayo.
Anyway, no, there might be a possibility siguro na they could try to steal the Lord. Medyo hindi na nagme-make sense dito yung yung comp nila yung Hayabusa dito ni Chu still yet to find. Parang pagka sa team fight kasi parang Shane, parang isipin mo who would you go into your ultimate? Kahit si Chester dito siya lang gumagalaw for to zoning out, no? The rest NXP for the Blue Fire, sorry.
Kahit payong lang, atras ka talaga, di ba? Ang kailangan ba tayo dito ng Blue Fire in terms of their formation is saan manggagaling si Renny J? Kasi napaka-playmaker ni Renny J dito. Blue Fire is ready for H2 to dive in, no? Pero yung disruption lang na ginagawa ni MB tsaka ni Renny J, grabe yung sync. Netong next play, mga tol. Down for Secret. Makunachi na si Secret dito, pero kung mag-isa ka lang, walang makunat sa marami. Flicker out and Secret is no more.
Medyo napaaga ng labas ng brush si doon. Si Secret. I think he was trying to steal yung Lord doon kaso hindi niya yata kita yung HP. Then suddenly pag out niya, wala pa pala sa kalahati yung bawas doon ni H2O.
Kung si Manjin yung nagkakas dito, sasabihin ni Manjin, alam mo bang, pag yung Secret lumabas, hindi na secret yan. Chismis yan, mga kaibigan. That's gonna be the Slater against the Digi na tinatabaho ni H2 dito. Limbs also delivered towards critical health. And anytime soon, kumakatok na yung next play ng ligaw dito sa base ng Blue Fire, mga kaibigan. Inhibitor turrets are the only one alive to protect Blue Fire from a 2-0 defeat against next play.
Wow. Hindi pa tapos parang Shane yung base dito, pero we're already saying that kasi talagang ang hirap na ng sitwasyon talaga dito ng Blue Fire. Any lanes, how could they be able to defend this one? Kahit dire-diretso lang dito, it's just the Yusong itself. Kayang-kaya silang i-zone out.
Kaya talaga. Ang problema, paano yung juggle siguro ng minion wave dito? There is Renny J, very quick on getting objectives, the most important thing. At may oras pa syempre para dumiti-piti sa may pinakaharapan, mga kaibigan. Marami na knockdown dyan. And no minions up to the top ng inhibitor turret. Yeah, we're gonna focus on ang daming crits na pinaulan mula doon sa Ogi Shanagan. It's gonna slay down in against the Atlas, pero nakakapyata dito ng multiple members ng mga taga Blue Fire. At makikita mo na butas na din yung top lane inhibitor dito ng Blue Fire, and all doors against them is opened up by next play solid.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, I think it might take a single pick off para matapos tong laro na to, or if they would like to turtle it out on the Luminous Lord, for sure matatapos na doon. So for the itemization dito, iniisipan ko paano pa kaya yung magiging bawi, pero look at that damage from H2O.
Ito na yun ito yung sinasabi natin na pag luming-game, ayan shala. Makakatira kay MB. Mga kaibigan, zinona niya. Isipin mo, sisiyo kayo, nahabol ka ng dragon, baka naman.
Parang gusto mo na lang bumalik sa itlog, no?
Baka gusto mo bumalik na maging itlog di ba? I mean, dragon talaga, literal. And the next play, as expected, they're able to read through quite an obvious weakness here on the comp of Blue Fire. But I would want to comment Blue Fire on maybe rolling out that kind of season. It's always yan. Merong nakikita ang pro players na hindi natin makikita. Iba talaga yung iba rin talaga yung base ng mga pro players sa laro. Yun.
There's hindi naman nila to ipipick just because wala lang silang choice sa mga heroes. They have a specific winning condition on this one. Yun nga lang, it's already way past. Like with what we've said during before the start of the match, yung winning condition nila dito is to snowball. Pero it's already been passed through that. First 5 minutes pa lang, makikita mo na hindi na kakayanin. They still holding it on the first from the 6 to 10 minute mark. Yun nga lang kasi if you're just going parang kumbaga pagpantay lang kayo like stable, yung nangyayari sa inyo doon, nag-outscale yung mga hero itself like si MB. 'Di ba? Parang there's a part na medyo nakabawi ng konti doon yung Blue Fire doon sa MB. Kasi right up, hindi na nasundan.
Yeah. And well, textbook talaga dito yung next play lagi. Mga kaibigan, Louis will be deleted here. No minion J. Yeah, walang minion wave muna dito. May konting stall out pa. Pero dun nilapag yung Zenbon Zakura. Blade of Tempest, kumbaga, mula kay H2, mga kaibigan. Focus kay Secret once again. It gets shut down. Si MB na maalam dyan. But minion wave is still not there. Double kill for H2. There's a minion wave coming in for the bot. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Sa unang araw, na unang linggo ng MPL Season 6, that's gonna be the very first 2-0 of this team next play. Solid.
Wow, what sabi ko kanina, what a solid performance. Pero ito guys, this is coming all the way from the qualifiers. Sobra yung hype ng team na to is really living up to the expectation, not only to the fans pero to the MPL na gustong-gusto talaga nila dito yung panalo ng NXP Solid.
Yeah, and I cannot but feel na indeed Blue Fire tries to pull off something against next play Solid. Here's the thing though about pulling off something. I just want to there are two sides of the coin in pulling off a unique composition. One is when you see something na hindi talaga nakikita ng iba, no? Pero merong isang key element sa mga laban na napaka-importante at napaka-fundamental na dapat ginagawa kahit paano yung nakikita mo. And ang gusto ko sabihin is practice, no? I'm not saying hindi nag-practice yung Blue Fire, pero I can't help but feel na itong comp na to ay hindi pa na-test ng sobra-sobra, hindi pa na-test ng todo. Because gusto, like if you try to discover pocket picks, you have to really test with around 100 games, di ba? For this, and it doesn't feel like against stable compositions na may Ling, na may Atlas, it would work Pero I still commend Blue Fire and I still commend our habits of Philippine teams, of Filipino pro teams on having this kind of mindset na what if there is something out there, 'di ba? Para pag-ibig. No.
Magandang reference yun. I mean, pero I really would like to agree with you on that shit. Na this kind of composition na baka nga hindi pa talaga siya na practice, and I really commend them as well that they're actually looking. It's more than outside the box Mas malayo pa talaga doon sa ganitong klase ng composition.
Sobrang outside ng box
Oo. If ever that actually pulled off, talagang hindi sa pasikat talagang kakaiba talaga yung magiging result na pull off nila yung ganung klase ng lineup, given nga sabi nila they have a lot or probably jitters din to for the team since may bagong players sila such as Slim. Baka they're just testing the water kung paano yung pakiramdam. Still this umpisang-umpisa pa lang naman, unang series to ng Blue Fire, we have yet to see them, and of course sobrang excited pa ako paring siya lalo na sa mangyayari bukas at sa unang week ng MP Season 6. Sobrang hype talaga.
Dalawang araw pa. Sarap ng weekend natin, mga tol. But that is our final thoughts, mga kaibigan. Of course, I'm your anchor, and of course with my analyst, isang malaking karangalan to magbigay buhay sa mga actually inyong natunghayan dito. Kita-kits tayo, but of course we'll pass it on to our resident analyst for a better breakdown of that Game 2 for our last series.
to be great? Now you can with the new Smart Giga Games 99. Get data all day, every day for Mobile Legends and more. Game to be great with Smart Giga Games 99.
When uncertainty is our reality, we rise above with the things that matter. Gigafy happiness. Gigafy love. Gigafy friendship. Gigafy dreams. Gigafy hope. With smart Giga music, video, games, work, and stories, we let our passions run free in the new world we face together. Smart, live Giga.
Go back to the MPL with your resident analyst Wolf, breaking down that series that went between Next Play and Blue Fire. 2-0 mga kaibigan ang nangyari. It was really dominant sa Next Play, which is weird because it kind of feels like they're new in the scene, but it feels like matagal na sila sa MPL. Parang ganon yung naramdaman ko after watching the series. At eto yung gusto kong sabihin. To sum it up, this best of 3 series na nangyari ng 2-0 na seminar ang Blue Fire, I would say. Next NXP. Bakit? Let's break it down. You know what? When it comes to the draft, I honestly felt na tricky yung lineup dito ng Blue Fire, pero sobrang daling sinagot ng Next Play with their draft. Why? They went for the Ling as their second pick, I'd say, or second, third pick nila. Ang ganda na agad na sagot kasi nag-start ang Blue Fire with a Popol and Kuba plus the Louis combo, which kind of tells you, okay, 2 support setup to, yung Popol and Kuba will act as a little bit of a tank. Pero kayang-kaya ting i-burst down with good team fight as well as this Ling that we have. Tapos, second phase, nakakita tayo ng isa ulit malambot na hero, Hayabusa coming out from Blue Fire. Then, the answer mula sa Next Play, okay, let's go Kagura support. Or at least utility or mage support, Kagura. At yun pa lang, nasabi ko na, oh my goodness, Next Play already won the draft. Why? Matutunaw kahit sino humarap. Only the Balmond is the hero that's tanky enough para sa Blue Fire, but the rest is gonna melt. Kaya questionable din sa akin yung last pick na Diggy, although it answers the Yuzhong, the Atlas, whatnot. The fact that the damage is just way too good coming out from Chester. In fact, kung titingnan nyo yung damage output kanina, ni Kagura sobrang taas mga kaibigan. That's just how the hero operates. I want to say, kung nakikita nyo ngayon, di ba may 1-0 ang Blue Fire, it actually started well for the team. In fact, they're leading in terms of gold and EXP because of an off-cam play that they did. Yung unang-una pong buff, after clearing the mid-wave, they went as 5 to invade the Ling purple buff. And honestly, that's the only good thing that happened for Blue Fire for the rest of the game. Tama yung idea na i-conquer yung early game, mag-snowball from there, tanggalan ng blue buff. Dito yung Next Play solid all the time. That's what they need to do. But unfortunately, isang beses lang nila nagawa yun against Next Play solid. Brings me to my second point. Ang ganda ng punishment ng Next Play Solid, kaya ako nasasabing nag-seminar ang Next Play Solid because they taught us how to use timings. I want you to learn this sa mga ngayon lang makakarinig at makakaintindi, timings. Knowing when to fight and when not to fight. Next Play Solid, lalaban sila, gagamitin nila yung Yuzhong tsaka Atlas pag next journey. The first clash that they won was when they jumped after the Time's Journey. Kaya din naman sobrang effective ni Chester kasi hindi na siya takot sa Time's Journey or anything. And ang ginagawa lang ng Next Play Solid is may magda-dive na isa, like the Ling this time, have the Blue Fire commit, at nung na-commit na, okay, it's go time, kahit sino na yan, nakita nyo, with this Kagura, they were able to press down theirs because, again, timings. Alam nila na wala ng skills yung kalaban na maibabato. There's already one of them who baited it out, which was H2O and the Ling. Perfect hero to do that, by the way. Dahil may Tempest of Blades at napakadaling lumayo. And all of a sudden, Next Play Solid became really strong against Blue Fire on top of the fact that they are already ahead when it comes to the draft. And that's why I felt that ang daming lessons na pinakita sa atin ng Next Play Solid game number 1 and game number 2. So may timings, may drafting, and may punishment from game number 1. This time about knowing when to go in or when to just to back out, which is why they won this series. Our smart MVP of the game is H2O, the Link, 10-1-8 performance. Kahit pa na nakawan siya ng purple buff. The very start of the match, the team worked around it at hinayaan nilang lumakas ang Link, ang hyper carry ng next play. Congratulations for a 2-0 victory for Blue Fire. As funny as it gets, kailangan talaga nilang ayusin yung kanilang connection. And we'll see. Maybe in the next performance of Blue Fire, maybe they can show us something different. Oo, different ulit. Pero mas planado na nga or mas na-prepare nila. And why don't we close this day with some other usapang MPL responses from the community. Again, if you're searching, just search for the hashtag MPL is back and go directly to the link posted on today's live stream para makaparticipate kayo sa mga usapan natin. We also have a chance to win some skins. Okay, Edson Goyalang. Nanonood ako ng MPL simula pa nung Season 3. Ngayong nanonood ako kasama ang squad mates ko para sabay-sabay naming matutunan at mapanood ng mga tactics na ma-apply sa paglalaro. Perfect, Edson, dahil ang dami natin na laman na fundamentals from the series at syempre, yung mga malulupit na galawan din from other teams. Jade Credo, sabi niya, nanonood ako ng MPL simula pa nung Season 4. Ngayon, nanonood ako pati yung mga ka-squad ko. Magkaiba man ang teams na sinusuportahan, solid pa rin. May pustahan, may asaran, pero ayos lang. Importante, inaaral namin maggalaw ng mga pro, pin-advantage na rin namin sa bawat laro namin. That's true. Professional players, kapag pinanood nyo sila constantly at inaral nyo kung ba't ganun sila mag-isip, for sure, you will level up your game. Last, from John Michael Rosario, nanonood ako ng MPL since ngayon lang ako nag-ML ngayong Season 6. Manonood ako ng MPL kasama yung mga tropa kong ML player din. Sabi nila enjoy daw manood. Nakakabat, napaka-exciting lalo na sa pagdikit daw yung laban. More exciting seasons to come. John Michael Rosario, no, you're in it for a treat. MPL Season 6 is gonna be great. I'm telling you, ito yung pinaghandaan talaga. Sobrang solid. You can see even the production and the quality of games is gonna be lit for sure. Now, I think we're gonna close out the night with a lot of giveaway code for you guys. One thing siguro iiwan ko na lang din sa lahat ng mga viewers natin bukod sa giveaway bonus code ay yung fact na madami pa tayong papanood. That's just 2 out of the 65 best of 3 matches that we will get to watch for the regular season of MPL. And the unang dalawa pa lang, sobrang solid na. What more we'll see along the way. So we will be back tomorrow, but before that, we want to thank all the entities that made this MPL Season 6 possible. Our official tournament telco partner, Smart. Forge stronger bonds with your team as you conquer the battlefield with Smart Giga Games. Enjoy 1 gigabyte of games all day for Mobile Legends, Facebook Gaming, and more. Just dial *123# and choose Giga Games. Our official sponsor, Realme. Realme is celebrating the first Realme Fan Fest, hashtag Dare to be Realme campaign, and visit their official page at fb.com/RealmePhilippines to know more. MPL Season 6 also brought to us by our official sponsor, Gillette. And get up to 50 diamonds with every purchase of Gillette's Mach 3 Razor, Vector 3 Razor, or Blue 3 Simple Force pack and select Pure Gold doors nationwide. Hashtag Shave the Day with Gillette. Of course, our partner in esports, PayMaya. You get 7% balikbayad when you purchase your gaming pins via PayMaya, the better way to pay. And the promo runs until August 31. Also, our partner in esports, TikTok. Search MLBB on TikTok to win premium skins. Napakasimple lang mga kaibigan. I-search nyo lang yung MLBB sa TikTok para manalo ng premium skins. Of course, MPL Season 6 is brought to us by our official gaming headset partner, Logitech G. Here, like a pro, everything is organized by Moonton. On behalf of my co-casters, Shinbu, Rob, as well as Manjin, Butters, and Rockhart, we bid you good night. My name is Wolf, signing off. Good game and good night. Enjoy this by watching the top 5 plays of the series.
great? Now you can with the new Smart Giga Games 99. Get 1 gig data all day, every day for Mobile Legends and more. Game to be great with Smart Giga Games 99.
The way you live your life depends on the network you choose. Your movies, music, and games can only be as good as your network speed and strength. Slow means
Game over.
but the Philippines' fastest mobile data network means
Game changing.
choose the network that gives you what you truly enjoy. How do you know about this Giga Life?
Simple and smart ako. When uncertainty is our reality, we rise above with the things that matter. Gigafy happiness. Gigafy love. Gigafy friendship. Gigafy dreams. Gigafy hope. With smart Giga music, video, games, work, and stories, we let our passions run free in the new world we face together. Smart, live Giga.
Realme smartphone. Dare to leap.
Realme Watch. Time to be smarter. Realme Dare to Leap.
You've got me on the edge. Legit, right? Not quite. Just like your disposable razor. It's time you switch your disposable razor for your legit first shave so you can be every bit legit. Gillette Mac 3.
For a closer shave, less irritation, switch
To Gillette Mac 3.